Welcome, welcome, and welcome to the present. Oh, Moriapo. I'm trying to laugh away my sorrow, seriously. I'm trying to laugh away my sorrow because, guys, do us a favor before we start ranting and raving. Strike a like on the video, subscribe and then subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. Wow, wow, wow. Champions League results. Lens 2, Arsenal 1. I'm here with my resident analyst, Mr. Fosa. How did you survive that diabolical game? I want to know how did you survive it?
With the hope that we would be able to score or equalize. That was my thought process. So it was unfortunate.
Unfortunate. I've never seen a game in a long time. This is not me using the cliche, this is the worst game I've seen. No, in a long time, seriously. I've never seen a game we look so disinterested, lethargic, we're strolling, unnecessary passing and passing, pass it back, I pass it to you, I pass it back, you hold the ball. I'm like, what were they doing? I'm asking you a question. It's not a rhetorical question. I'm asking you a question.
Oh, bro. Too many things. I just couldn't understand it. Maybe, I don't know. It wasn't just our usual selves. So we were sloppy. We lost the ball. I felt Declan Rice was the only player who was still trying to, who really tried. Even when they were pressing him,
all of them were ass. Declan Rice, Basmati Rice, all of them were ass.
Rice was for
all
me,
of them were ass.
Of all the asses, he was still the best one. I just thought today, one thing for me
should bury their head in shame. See, I can get it. Those guys were physical. We did not compete. We did not.
Yeah, and we didn't take chances.
Even the goal we scored, it was a gift. The goal we scored was a gift. Now Trossard, out of self-brilliance, created a chance.
Goal. Yeah,
like this is absolutely shambolic. Top gunner is in the building. To think I could have watched Napoli
and Madrid actually.
guys,
I was watching Napoli and Madrid.
You are a top gunner. You're a gunner. We should be watching our game first. I understand we can keep an extra eye on the other side, but we're Arsenal fans. Let's keep it here. Shout out to Top Gunner for coming in.
Look, realistically, I was watching our game.
Let's leave those ones alone first. But I want you to tell me what happened to the team.
Bro, I see. Would I say there's always this sneaking suspicion there, right? It's more like when Man City every year they go to Leipzig. Last year, Man City lost to Leipzig. We couldn't explain how they lost to Leipzig away.
See, but sorry to cut you short. Sorry to cut you short there. Definitely. I don't mind losing, provided the opponent maybe had a rub of green or they're just better. We were pathetic. Did you watch the game I watched? We were horrific.
You mentioned it yesterday when you asked me that question. When you asked me, do I think the delay will cause anything? Because I'm sure you might have had that doubt at the back of your mind that you don't like the delay. You understand?
Yeah, I didn't like
it.
If
we go and win, fine. For you already, the delay has already kind of spoiled things for you.
Okay, so, do you think that's a substantial excuse? Because some people will say that's just an excuse, and I'll see where they're coming from. They want to label that as an excuse. But for me, I know as a human being,
you can label it. Yes, you can.
You're saying something. Can you hear me?
I think this is the thing. People can label it as an excuse. Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're going in and out. That's why there's a delay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I think, yes, people can label it as an excuse. I'm not against people labeling it as an excuse, right? That's why today I said the only thing, if I was to say anything, we were poor. all right? But did we have some good chances to score? I mean, on the day where I don't play well, the next best thing is to score goals and just get out of there. We had two good chances. Okay, one very good chance before they scored their second goal.
Yeah.
That I thought Trossard was going to bury it. Like I expected more better. I saw the finish from Vinicius and who was Bellingham today. They had similar chance. I get Trossard had to beat the guy, but I just expected put it far post. And their goalkeeper is very good. I think he's being nominated for what do they call it? One of the best keepers in the world, based off of last year's performances. And today we saw that chance to Tomiyasu. I don't know how that guy saved Tomiyasu's chance. Today we didn't play well. I'm not going to give any excuse. But for me, the only thing I always say is if I don't play well on a day, as far as I have chances, bury them. Because that can be the difference between, winning and losing. We're not going to play well every day. There will be, like, these kinds of days are very, very rare. As you said, in a long time. So we do the next best thing. It's not as if we didn't have the chances. We had those chances where we could have easily put the ball. Even that one where at the final, I thought we had scored. Only for that, you understand.
Okay, let me read this chat. Let me read chat from Top Gunner. Said, I also don't mind losing. Lens defense was good. Yeah, center had Jesus in his pocket. I disagree slightly with that. We need a creative option because we keep having to rely on the brilliance of the front three. I want Odegaard in Jacaro. See, yes, you can look at it on the surface level and think their center have kept Jesus. I think we're not creative enough. Like Jesus was trying his best.
Well, we're creative enough. We're losing the ball easily.
Odegaard was. I love Odegaard. You know how I read about Odegaard. He was poor. And why was poor today? I don't know.
See, for me, today, the thing is, we know the main people, right? This is why sometimes when we're watching Arsenal's games, there's a reason why Odegaard shines better when Saka is on the pitch. And the reason is we have to look at Arsenal's games and say Odegaard occupies defenders to free up Saka. When Odegaard enters that pocket, right, two people kind of cluster to Odegaard, and Saka is always free. Reminiscent of how the game was at the beginning of the game, we could see in some areas, right? I'm not saying we didn't, what do they call it, that Odegaard had a brilliant game, even for his own standards. There's some moments he lost the ball. But I think on some days, I'm not expecting Odegaard to do everything for us. Yes, we expect in these tight games, sometimes he's the easiest person to blame and say he wasn't creative enough. I didn't think, what do they call this guy, Trossard, was doing enough. Kai Havertz, I didn't even think he did enough. Even in moments where he was free, where I expected
let's pause. Let's give Kai Havertz the whole season. For him, right? For me, I'm not going to defend something that is indefendable. I'm very objective.
Yes,
this is the poorest game I've seen Kai Havertz in an Arsenal shirt. I'm sure a lot of you don't like him, which is fair. You can debate whether it's good. For me, I will still wait to the end of the season to pass an informed judgment on a player. He was useless.
Yeah.
I don't use that word useless and Kai Havertz in the same sentence. But today, Kai Havertz, even though I still got his back, he was useless. Very useless defensively, offensively, useless. Because Smith Rowe did more in 15 minutes than Kai Havertz in the whole game.
Yeah, of course. But bro, for me, that's why I said, you see, sometimes when Arsenal fans complain, why are we always playing Saka? Why are we always playing? Because the way Saka knows that rule, he knows it in and out. I know people will come and say, oh, we should not see, this is us just being soft. These were the same. When can an Arsenal fan remember in the last 10 years a player playing 80 straight games? It hasn't even happened in how many years? About 20-something years. So I do understand people will be like, oh, we should rest Saka. Oh, are they saying now realistically, this game, Saka, we didn't need Saka? Saka had their fullback on skates as the game began. We all know how it is. When Fabio came on, he didn't have the same spark. I don't know if you understand me.
I
And I
understand.
think
But I will tell you something. I
and
disagree with you.
Trossard coming up,
This is why I'm going to have a pushback. I'm going to have a pushback on that. I noticed something. We were holding on to the ball too long.
Yeah.
And passing backwards too much. See, sometimes it's like these players are. I don't know what is in their brain. You should be more progressive with the ball. We are trying to win. We are trying to score. Why are we holding on to the ball too long? Is it that we are playing? Is it that sometimes these players are playing for statistics? Most passes. I'm done with that nonsense because we're overpassing and overpassing.
Top Gunner mentioned something. Top Gunner mentioned something, and that was how good they are defending. Even before coming into the game, that was one of the highlights of Lens, their defense. We could see how many men behind the ball, doing this. I just don't know. Maybe they all thought, maybe since you guys, maybe they thought, look, we don't have the strength or the physical, this thing, we are still jet lagged or we are not as fast as, so let's slow the pace of the game down. Because I think another reason why they were going back was to try and draw them out. But we're sloppy today. We're sloppy.
See,
I mean,
you can draw them out and switch the pace of the game real quick. We were overly lethargic.
Bro.
I'm not just here to rant. I'm not here to look for clickbait moment to be. No.
Of course.
We're overly. See, if you look at City, we're overly slow. I'm like, what? See, I called you. I'm like, what are they playing here?
Before
the concession of second goal.
Normal.
Before the concession of second goal, I called you to say this is pathetic. You can't be playing this way and expect to win.
Yeah. No, bro. This is the thing, right? It's just for me. It's one of those games. I was thinking, how are we going to lose this? Because I don't still see anybody beating us, right? How are we going to? That's all I've been thinking maybe for the past how many days. And fortunately and unfortunately, I have my answer. Unless we play as badly as we did today, so I will just take it. That is one of those things.
Now, Top Gunner say, how did we end up with Havertz when we're eyeing Madison? Those back passes, bro, is like they're scared. I wanted more, but we as fans need to support Kai. I think is a see. I'm still to say I'm sticking to my resolution to the end of the season. Yeah. I'm going to not pass. I like to pass informed assertion on players, not because of one or two games. Now, can we in isolation judge this game, which we are doing on this game? We can do that,
bro. Even when the game began, he was moving up and down, moving in some places. Trossard today, I expected him to give him. There was a particular chance he should have given him to shoot. He was free. Everybody was inside. When we were 1-0 up, give him the ball, let him shoot. You understand? There were moments before the maybe everybody started misbehaving where Kai was moving, free on the edge of the box. Give me the ball. Let me test the goalkeeper. You saw the first one he actually took that the goalkeeper saved. Yeah, it's not as if he didn't make some movements in the game. After the game, Arsenal players faded out. That was just what happened. We just faded out. So for me, people will say excuse, I don't mind. Let it be an excuse we are using. As far when you said that jet lag, the back of my mind.
Do you know why I mentioned it yesterday? Because I've been watching football for a long time, and even as a local level, when I was still in school, I was still doing athletics for my school, right?
Yeah.
If you miss certain rest or section, it affects your performance. Now, this is a higher level of athletes. They have the best physio and everything. So when I heard yesterday, you guys can go and watch my preview what I did with Mr. F yesterday. When I heard they were at the airport for 5 hours, that doubt was there.
Yeah, bro. From this even the commentator mentioned it towards the end of the game. He said, "Would those 5 hours have counted?" He said, "Now people will use it as an excuse." He said, "But nobody wants to travel." People will say, not people will use it. He said, people might say they wouldn't want to use it as an excuse.
Yeah.
You being a team would say, unfortunately, you know what? We lost the game. We were poor. That is what everybody would say. I don't know if you understand. But
I get it.
If you now go and you look at, the thing, everybody has to look at it. 5 hours at the airport. Delay.
That's a long time. That's a long time
It was-
for athletes to just
Even
sit down.
Newcastle, who went to
Yeah.
AC Milan, they had the same thing. And even that game, everybody was like they were poor. But we could see to an extent why it was like that. They played, they had to wait, and we saw it today. Why I would go as far as to say jet lag is the fact that if 3 players were poor, we would understand and say, okay, fine. But every single person can't be poor.
So let me read this chat. Let me catch up with the chat real quick. They're coming in real quick. Shout out to you. Says, so not a good performance across the team, except Saliba and Gabriel. But we had our moments. Tommy and Nelson shot towards the end. Exactly. So let me go to Akin. Shout out to you for coming in, Mr. Akin. Guys, I don't want to be toxic, but sometimes I wish I had time machine. Then he comes in again, says, come on, guys, I love you, but travel time really. Trust me, Mr. Morgan. Trust me.
See,
this thing, that's why I don't want to use an NSP. Go and watch my stream. See, tell him, Mr. Akin, watch my previous stream. And I mentioned it yesterday. So you know that I'm analyzing hindsight. I mentioned it yesterday. But at the same time, we shouldn't perform this poor. But these things can count. I'm using my word carefully.
This is what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
For me, people can say excuse, but you see, that's why I don't go with they are professionals.
Yeah, they say they are professionals.
They shouldn't get sick. If they are professionals, then they shouldn't get injured. It's part of the game. Look, how do I describe it? Tell me a game Arsenal played this poorly.
I've not seen this poor. This is horrible.
See, bro, you understand? And also to even crown it up, even when we had our chances, we still didn't do justice to those chances. So that's my own. What do they call it? Quarrel.
No submission on it.
Now, yeah, I feel this is my thing, right? I just feel with Saka, Arteta just cut his losses and just said, look, us losing to Lens, nobody expects to win the whole, what do they call it, group. That is the simple truth. I was not expecting us to win the whole group. I was expecting that we could draw in some games. Yeah. But this is one of those games where you take your L on the chin and you just have to move.
Now keep it moving.
We are playing City during the weekend. For me, City is more important than this. Yeah, City is more important. I can lose this and recover. It's not as if I can't lose against City, but we are playing at home. We are going back. If possible, they are going home this night. They should.
So immediately after the post-match press conference, back to England. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me read this chat from Top Gunner.
Everybody. Yeah.
So let me chat. So I pray for Saka this weekend. I actually think we can take City. Definitely. I think Saka will be fit. We know Saka is a recovery cell. Well, like it's a white blood cell. He can recover as quick as possible. So I don't fear for Saka. I'm just concerned by his performance. I'm just concerned that this performance was ass. It was annoying. I'm not surprised they lost because based on performance, I'm not surprised. But at the same time, let's rein it in. Let's not overreact. We know our friends will milk it today. Let's not overreact.
No,
let's calm down.
This is one of the few. Let them enjoy and feast. You understand? It's just like you're throwing some dogs on bones. Just let them enjoy and feast. It's one of those things. I wasn't watching the match angrily. I just wanted us to just at least score. If we didn't have any chances to score, I would be like, yeah. But we had chances. We had some clear
chances.
You understand? It's just, look at Trossard's chance.
He should have scored that. He should have buried that.
Even the Tomiyasu chance. That was a goal.
The Tomiyasu's chance. That was a freak save. That was a freak save. I'm sure the goalkeeper was not expecting to save it. He didn't see it. That was a freak save.
He didn't know.
So
you understand? So I am not angry or coming to meltdown. Yes, we could have played better. As far as that yesterday, when you told me about that jet lag, it just stuck at the back of my mind. We just looked like some people who we could compete for some moments, but you knew that our levels were not there. So at the end of the day, we just came back. But this is good because
let me read this from Akin. Let me read this from Akin, right? Good points, my guy. It's just you never know what to expect from this team. You can't get gas with these guys. See, with any team in the
I
world,
see
you
that
can't
as a
get
strength.
gassed. With any team in the world, right? You can't get gassed. Things happen. Now you expect to win based on player quality, based on squad quality, based on superior quality and players and coaches.
Yeah.
You expect to win, but football is football. These things can happen. Apologies, guys. I'm so mad with these guys. I'm just venting. It happens. Vent it out in isolation. For prize in isolation of this game, you can vent. Let's not just do it in bad faith. It happens. See, I was angry before this stream. Ask Mr. Ifosa. I was
No,
very angry,
see,
but you have to rein it in.
bro, see me. I'm not angry. Once I'm done, I'm going to eat very well and I'm going to relax. I can see we can't lose sleep. Bro, it's true.
Sure.
We can't look at what we've just been saying, right?
Yeah.
Look how far we've come. On a very poor night like this, they had some good chances, right? But those chances were not as clear as what we had. So every time it could have been worse. But I will look at it and think, okay, fine. We didn't play well, but we had better chances than these guys. I will take it. Would I have wanted at least a point? Yes. Am I going to lose sleep? You people should know. These clowns will still come to the Emirates. Then we will know what true pain looks like. Because
exactly. They'll come. They will come to the Emirates. Sure. They'll come to the Emirates.
That's what it is. I'm not angry. It's unfortunate. So everybody can come and say, you see, one problem we have is on the day when we lose, everybody will look at Odegaard. Odegaard cannot create. Odegaard is, see, on some days, right?
Yeah.
Even when we had Xhaka, there were some days where Odegaard was not doing anything. It was Xhaka that made it. Right? There were some days where Martinelli. Look, we have one thing Arsenal fans are forgetting. Our true flow hasn't even come. First of all, when the season began, we were switching between Nketiah and Jesus. Martinelli got injured. This one is in and out of the side. That kind of thing can affect a team. But I don't really think that's what affected us.
It can affect the rhythm of the team.
Yeah. I just think today, if we had a Martinelli, like there are some moments, right? In this kind of game, you just need pace to actually win some things. You understand? When Saka was in the game, we all saw what was happening. The fullbacks were on, and Tomiyasu had a very good chance to get an assist. It's just like what you used to complain about. They gave him a pass on the wing during first half, inside the 18-yard box. Like, pick someone out. Like, Kai was at the far post.
Far end.
I thought he would line it up to him. Just line it up so that he would just get a tap in or head the ball in. So those need to see. Sometimes it's just like when you're 1-0 up, take your chances. We had our chances. We didn't play well, but we had chances. Did we or did we not have? We had chances. So people can complain. For me, as far as we had the chances, we didn't take them. I watched Real Madrid versus Napoli. I saw the way Vinicius buried the exact thing Trossard missed. Vinicius buried it. So that is where I don't give an excuse. You had that chance. That was a golden chance. If we had scored, the game takes a different turn. So, and it was a long game. You know how their fans were agitated.
Boiling them up. It happens. So, guys, do us a favor. Strike the like on the video. Very, very important for us to progress in the algorithm. Make sure you strike a like. If you are new to this channel, do us a favor by subscribing. Do us that honor, and we appreciate it very, very much. So, unfortunately, we lost our second Champions League bout. I say bout match. It's not a boxing bout. It's a match against Lyon. I was expecting us to win. I was bragging yesterday 3-0. You said 4-1, or what do you say, 4-0? So unfortunately, we did not win those matches, and we keep it moving. We are angry, but at the same time, let's moderate our anger.
Bro, you know your people. All of a sudden, Raya is the, what do they call it?
Nah, see, don't fall into those agenda nonsense. This kind of games, like Mr. said,
what did Raya do wrong?
Exactly. This about the first, I'm sure they're coming about the first goal. Ramsdale can make that kind of mistake. So let's not go into those rabbit hole. This things happen. So let's keep it moving.
It's just like, what do they call it? See, sometimes I ask Arsenal fans, right?
Yeah.
You say Raya made a mistake. How many saves did Raya make today? You see, I keep
Let
asking
me
people if you can tell me
let,
the
let, let me
saints.
I have to run off this stream right now, so we have to go. Unfortunately, I didn't plan for an extended stream, so let me raise this chat before we go. Not gonna lie, I don't hate Harvard, but we we have we have now been put in a position where he has to perform or it goes all to shit. Kai is going to get help from Arteta. See, guys, let's calm down. Unfortunately, we did not win this match. Let's see what we'll do against Man City. I'll come back and do another stream regarding this match. So I have to leave right now.
Bro,
Shout out to you guys
let me
for
just
joining
say
us for
this.
this stream.
Yeah,
I
sorry
wish I
to
could
cut you
stay.
short.
I can't stay. I have to close the stream right now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I just have to close the stream. Guys, I'm sorry, I have to go right now. Unfortunately, and we'll chat about this in another time. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys on another one. Good night.
If Arsenal fans were in Man U,